Okay, so hi guys. In today's video I'm going to say which member, in my opinion, owned each BTS era. I'll also have a runner for every era. Okay, so before we start, I wanna say that's my opinion. You can share your opinions down below in the comment section. Also, by the way, I'll be saying about every MV, even if they are from the same era. Okay, let's go.
I want a big house, big cars and big rings. But 사실은 I don't have any big dreams. 난 참 편하게 살아. 꿈 따위 안 꿔도 아무도 말 안 하죠.
So I couldn't choose anyone else but Yoongi for this one. The iconic I want a big cars, big house and big rings. Iconic, just iconic. And now he has them all. I'm sobbing, I'ma cry. Also, he slayed all of his raps, and he just fits their old, hip-hop, bad boyish style of music. For the runner-up I was really torn between Namjoon, Jungkook and Jimin, because of the dance move, you know what I mean. And also Jungkook tries to look like a bad boy, but he's a little bunny, so no. Namjoon is the leader in the way he introduced BTS, and also he slayed the raps. I mean, the rap line was really thriving back then. And also without Namjoon there would be no BTS, so yeah. For We Are Bulletproof Part 2 I chose Hobi, and for runner-ups I chose Jungkook and Jimin. So Hobi slayed his raps, he hit some iconic lines, but I chose him because he's dancing so effortlessly to the choreography, like no one's else. Also, I think he fits that concept. For runner-up I chose Jungkook for one reason, and that's the intro, just iconic. And Jimin because he actually sang half of the song, so yeah. But when I think back to that song, Jimin always comes up in my mind. And let me say, I know they were clowned back, for like the $3 chain and fake Gucci shirt or whatever, but that song slaps so hard, like we stan. So for the "Oh Are You Late To" era, or more specifically the No era, I chose one again, Yoongi. When I think about the No MV I just think about puffy hair Yoongi with bandana. He once again slayed each and every rap of his, like it's a normal thing for Yoongi, isn't it? I chose Jungkook for runner-up, because of his haircut. Girl, let's not about that, but yeah, like for real, the ultimate coconut. Okay, moving on. For the School Love Affair era, or Boy in Love MV, I chose Taeyong, because his like after chorus thing, like the second part of the chorus part, is just iconic. The way he sang it with his deep growl-like voice is literally perfect. I miss him singing that way. But also forehead and black earrings and orange hair. Like everything is just the full package. He also got a lot of lines and screen time, so yeah. So for just one day it was impossible to choose anyone else but Jungkook. I just had to. The way he harmonized with everyone else, and his harmonies and beautiful voice, and he also sang like half of the song, so yeah. This is his era period. I chose Yoongi because he slayed his first verse, like his verse was like almost a minute long, like yes, he deserves it and he did so well, so that's why I chose him. For Danger I obviously had to choose Taeyong. He was like the main character in the MV Lamau. Like I remember watching it for the first time, like is he gonna cut his or not, like it feels epic. And his deep voice fits the chorus and sounds really good in it. For runner-up I chose Jimin, like his high notes, and he was also kinda the main character in the MV, like Piano Smash and the boxing. Also I think he really shined that comeback. I gotta say, if they released this song now it would top the charts. Slaps so hard, but it's so underrated for real.
hello, hello, hello. Tell me what you want right now. Hello, 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 hello. I'ma give it to you, girl, right now.
So for War of Hormones I of course chose V. He was so confident in that era, and bias wrecked me and everyone in existence. This is like his best era period. The outfit and the hair, immaculate. And the sucking of the lollipop, girl bye. No more words. Anyways, for runner-ups I chose Jungkook for obvious reasons. I was really wondering whether I should put Tae or Jungkook, but eventually I chose Tae, but they are on the same level like Jungkook saying yes I'm a bad boy so I like bad girls. Boy you can't breathe around girls. Anyways. I also chose Jimin for runner-up solely because of the red pants and Djibouti. That's it, period.
It goes round and round. 나 왜 자꾸 돌아오지? 하고 down and down. 이쯤 되면 내가 바보지. 나 무슨 짓을 해봐도 어쩔 수가 없다고. 분명 내 심장 내 맘 내 가슴인데 왜 말을 안 하냐고 또.
It was really hard to choose one for this era, but I decided to choose Namjoon, first of all because his verse is probably the most memorable part after the chorus of course. I just love how he slayed it. I just feel like he had a big impact on the story in MV. And also for the same reason I chose Jungkook for runner-up. He was a main character in the story and also sang like almost the whole chorus, so yeah.
Hey yo ladies and gentlemen 준비가 됐다면 부를게 yeah. 딴 녀석들과는 다르게 내 스타일로 내 스타일로
Again for the dope MV I had to choose Jungkook. He started off that era with the police officer suit and had everyone drooling over him. I mean it's Jungkook of course but like for real. Also he had many iconic lines and dope. And the hair I mean girl. For runner-up I chose Namjoon. Actually it was very hard to choose because like almost everyone shined, like Hobi and Jimin, but I chose Namjoon for one reason and that's the intro. Welcome, first time with BTS? Iconic, just iconic.
너네 하나뿐인 태야 세상에 딱 하나 널 향해 피었지만 난 자꾸 목말라 넌 늦었어.
It was also really hard to choose for Run but I decided to choose Namjoon, because of his hair. I mean pink is his best color period. Plus his verse like probably the best and he played a lead role in the storyline so I had to choose him. For runner-ups I chose Jungkook and Jimin. Jungkook because he had the most lines in the song plus his acting and Jimin, I mean I'm still not over orange hair Jimin, but honestly who is? Fire was the song that got me into BTS. Actually it wasn't my first one, my first was Blood, Sweat and Tears. But after I listened to it I got interested in them and the next MV was Fire. When I saw that specific shot of Jungkook that you just saw in the background moments ago, he became my ultimate bias and I didn't even know what was ultimate bias. And to this day he's my bias. So I think that this might be a little biased but I chose Jungkook, but you gotta admit he slayed. Anyways for runner-up I chose Yoongi for obvious reasons. The was and still is the most iconic thing to exist and have ever existed in this universe. Fight me on that one, fight me. Overall he slayed the F out of all armies, period. For Blood, Sweat and Tears I had to choose Jimin. You'll already know why the shoulder move, that is an accident boy it isn't, like. The opening, just everything. Also on the live's performances he's so eye-catching. This is his era. Blood, Sweat and Tears was my first BTS video, but to be honest I don't remember who caught my eye, but like yeah, Jimin it is. For runner-ups I really want to choose like Hobi, Jungkook, Jin and Tae. But I think I'll only choose Hobi and Jungkook. I chose Hobi because he was iconic during this era and had his moments. And Jungkook because he's sexy, period, and that dance move on the floor, girl I can't. For Spring Day I chose Namjoon. Because let me tell you, soft Namjoon is the best, and this hairstyle I just love it for some reason. Also his verse and the part in the video, just so good and precious. He slayed once again and saved the rap industry. For runner-up I chose Jungkook. His acting is just amazing. In the train scene, the train wasn't moving and he had to move himself to look like the train is moving. This is our Jungkookie. So good, and his voice's slow songs is so gorgeous. For the Not Today era I chose Tae. His stage presence was out of this world, he was so into it. Like, just look at him, and the background fan cam just incredible. Also Tae and bandana is something else, just a heavenly experience. Jungkook and Namjoon are runner-ups for obvious reasons. Like, this hairstyle and hair color on Namjoon is a yes from me. Also Jungkook's stage presence and his iconic ready, aim, fire. So iconic. Period. For the Love Yourself Herrera and more specifically DNA, I chose Tae. Again, I was really hesitating on who to choose, but I looked up the comments under their comeback stage. Everyone was talking about Tae's visuals and stage presence, and you know what, they are right. He owned this era and gets bonus points from me for the silver curly hair moment. For runner-up I chose Jungkook, because have you heard him say DNA live, like is so sexy, I can't. I also chose Hobie, because he was glowing, because of his charisma, on the stage. 망할 것 같았겠지만 I'm fine, sorry. 미안해 Billboard, 미안해 Worldwide. 아들이 너무 잘 나가서 미안해 엄마.
For the Mic Drop Remix MV I chose Yoongi. His rap is everything, he slayed that, he just did. Also the literal mic drop at the end of the performance, legendary and iconic. Bonus for his hair color, I chose Jin for runner-up along with Hobie. They both had amazing stage presence during that era, and Jin had his moment in the bridge.
Okay, for Fake Love I chose Jungkook for solely one reason, and that is him showing his abs, which is also part of choreography, so yeah. I chose Jimin for runner-up, but I think he owned that era as well. His emo type vibes look, he looks so good, I for real cannot with him anymore. I'm so fine wherever I go. It's okay. So for Idol I don't really have anything to say. Jimin owned this era, and slayed the dance and the high note. Nothing more, nothing less. Also everyone was talking about him in the comments section on the comeback stage. For runner-up I chose Jungkook, because I'm still not over red-haired Jungkook, and I don't think I'll ever be, to be honest. Okay, next. To be honest, it was very hard for me to choose, and that's why I didn't choose one. Let's say everyone shined and period. For Black Swan I choose Jimin, because this genre of dance suit him very much, since when he first started dancing, he started with ballet. So naturally this music complements him very well. Also his voice is gentle just like Black Swan. I chose Jin for runner-up, because he looks like he's the king, and everyone is below him, like his confidence and stage is just perfect. Now we are moving on to On, currently their last era. And for me Jungkook owned it once again. Is honestly the bridge for me. His bridge was enough for me to choose who owned this era. For runner-up I chose Tae, because of his stage presence and face tattoos, although fake, they look great on him. Okay guys, this was for today. It took a very long time to finish this video, and I would appreciate it if you liked and subscribed. Also leave down below your opinions and if you agree. Okay, bye.